What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 Community AI Only Battle. There isn't too much going on right now. North America is probably the most interesting place in the world. We got Texas and Polynesia at war. Also, the Shoshone might finally fall. I assume this is the Sioux's newly founded air force doing this damage, but I'm not really sure. But I imagine it's them. I don't think... It might be Polynesia helping, but I don't think so. Okay, why do you want me to come over here, map? Texas are being held off for now from the city of Machu by the Incans, and Argentina, so far, have had... No, wait, they haven't had any success. They had... Oh, no, yeah, they took this southern city back from Brazil, and Brazil has not tried anything yet, but we'll see. I'm not sure how long this will last. Also, who did this? Can't have been Argentina. Maybe it was the Incans in the previous war. Somebody else out here. Africa is very quiet. No wars. Actually, there is a war. There is Samoa versus Kilwa, but nothing's going to happen there. Oh my goodness. The Sioux have finally pieced out with the Shoshone. Right when they had the city pretty much at no defense, they finally pieced out. Are you serious? The Hunnic Indian War is still a stalemate. Didn't expect any more. Babylon have a plane. I have no idea how that is possible. That is incredible, Babylon. Good job. So surprised at how big some of these cities Ethiopia settled only fairly recently. I've got already. I mean, obviously they've conquered lots since then, but they did settle these two like probably around turn 300 between 250 and 300. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh. Europe is still pretty quiet. Belgium is still being bombed, but they're not going to lose it at this time. And Stalin is still having Austrian units charge at him, which isn't going to make any difference. And look at this, Mongolia, really considering it, they won't be able to get much through the mountains, and again, I don't think they'll be very successful. But it looks like they've just packed up. They expect Vietnam to invade them at some point. Vietnam did peace out with Ethiopia, so that was the end to that. I have no idea what this is, though. We'll have a look at who they're going after now. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why they're doing that. We'll have a look. Australia aren't doing too much. India, yeah, no one's really up. Oh, Persia is still alive. Babylon, Japan, they're all still alive somewhere. They have units just crawling around. Well, Vietnam are keeping their nukes in Japan. That is, you know, smart decision, I guess. They can get Polynesia, Korea from there, Samoa. And obviously, they're not really as threatened by their western neighbours, India, Mongolia. The Huns kind of threatening, but they have no way to actually get to them. Like, the border is... there is one valley to pass through. Sure, Vietnam would have it covered. Even if they were, there's still, like, after that, it's still a long way to the main cities. Although this one's pretty big. To be fair. Nothing. No new wars. What is happening? The AI is like, oh, it's approaching turn 400. Let's, you know, it's getting as slow as ever. Let's make sure it's really boring. But yeah, not too much going on right now. Surprising. We have 33 turns left when Nigeria finished taking 40 million years to become friends with Belgium. Ethiopia, you're last. Are you going to do anything? Are you going to upgrade your boats? I mean, you must have oil. Like, that is not an excuse. I mean, they have planes, but they must have so much oil. Like, they control most of the Mediterranean, all of Northeast Africa and East Africa as well. They should have some Mediterranean. They should have some oil and a bit of. I mean, they have Yemen as well. Surely there is oil. I see mines. I should be able to. I think I should see the oil, even though I haven't made it so that I can see where all the oil is. I think I should be able to see it if they have an oil rig thing. Okay, next turn. Back to South America, where it's briefly interesting for a turn or so. Argentina just basically have to kill as many Brazilian units as they can. Let's see if Brazil respond. I think Australia might be trying to take this as well, actually. They won't have much success unless Brazil do a lot of damage aerially. But let's see. Brazil didn't take anything, but they're regrouping. Yeah, and Australia just went away. Okay, the Incans, are you going to hold on? Okay, Polynesia now. Let's see if they probably will take San Antonio here. Think so. I don't think much land will go with it. Nope, they didn't. And they're holding on to this city. Texas have got an awkward approach here to get to it. So there will be planes doing a lot of the work. Although Texas's planes seem to be focused on the Incans. So maybe not. And yeah, Texas's response, they got this city down to 0. But it's well defended now. And they don't have any units down here. So probably caught in two minds right now. Stalin has peaced out with Austria, and oh my goodness, Stalin. What have you done? I mean, he'll probably make it till the end, because I doubt Austria will take Kiev ever, and Minsk might fall to Belgium before the end of the game. It's unlikely, but it's possible. But yeah, there you go, Austria grabbing Cardiff, and that just splits the Soviets in half, just to be annoying. Good job, Austria. That is, you're doing well. I mean, I'm rooting for Austria now, since they are currently holding Prussia's former capital, and I rooted for them. They were the first to die. Just that tends to be what I do to civilizations, I guess. Just kill them. Byzantium is still around. That's a surprise. Austria, I mean, no one's really got a chance to take them out. I mean, Ethiopia probably could. And probably Attila now. He's got so much planes, he probably could if he put everything in it. And he's starting to upgrade his planes to be bombers, not just the Great War bombers. So that's an advantage. We've seen a few civs with that, but not too many. Imagine Vietnam probably have like stealth bombers at this point. Actually, I don't think Vietnam even have an air force. They have one fighter and 3 nukes. That's all they need in Vietnam, apparently. I'm not sure how well Samoa would hold off. They have so much population, but they still have a Galeas right there, which is a bit awkward next to their giant cargo ships. Yeah, like, imagine, yeah, I think we've discussed this about a different thing. I think it might have been the last battle, about being a type of unit. Like, imagine, yeah, I said something similar before, but imagine, like, going to school in Samoa, and you get put on the Galeas crew instead of the submarine crew. Like, could you imagine how annoyed you'd be? There's people that like get to, you know, sit on land, anti-air guns, even though I'm pretty sure Samoa hasn't fought any wars that have actually had battling going on in Samoa, ever. You know, maybe that's what it is. Maybe the AI, maybe that's why Samoa hasn't built very much at all. I mean, production also probably sucks in these 3 cities, even with that higher population. Can't see production being that high, but maybe it's because the AI, if they never go to war, maybe they just never build the right stuff, because obviously Australia, they've done more in this game, actually, to be fair. That's unfair on Australia. They have done some stuff this series. Not that they've taken anything or lost anything, but they have fought some wars in the Pacific. But yeah, sometimes Australia, the AI just seems to like get a bit confused, because in the whole game it never does anything, so it doesn't build enough or enough of the right things, and it all goes wrong for them. Delegates, embargo Kilwa. That is brutal, Polynesia. No idea why you want to do that. Let's see, the Incans are going to go next. They won't take anything. Let's see what Brazil get up to. Apparently not very much, because it seems like their whole air force has died. I'm not sure how or when that happened. Okay, but they're still doing pretty well. Oh, no, it's over here. I mean, it's in the yellow. They're getting closer. The problem is this artillery is making it difficult for them. See what the Aztecs have got up to. Wait, the Aztecs? They're dead. Never mind. Oops. Shoshone declaring war on Kilwa, because that is what this game needed. Polynesia might be about to take this. I felt like they weren't at war. Maybe Polynesia did also declare war on them. Yeah, okay. Polynesia are at war with the Shoshone. They will probably take them out in the next turn. I think. And Polynesia still failed to take San Antonio. Sioux. Good job, Sioux. You will also greatly benefit from a war with Kilwa after you screwed over the Iroquois. Austria, yeah, that's what we need. Everyone's embargoing Kilwa, and now not only do they not deserve trade, they deserve to be threatened with destruction from, you know, 3 nations that have no reason to go after them. See, Rhodesia is the only person I think that could take Kilwa out. They would do it pretty easily. Actually, Rhodesia don't have any planes. I give them far too much credit. They probably have no oil. I mean, their boats are all pretty old as well, so yeah, probably no oil. Although I swear they have a carrier that's just like going around. Here is the Vietnamese Air Force. I forgot to check who they were going after. I mean, unless they have open borders with the Zulu, it's got to be the Zulu. So they're not going after Rhodesia here. Should be interesting. I don't know why they would go after the Zulu in southern Africa. That'd be a bit of a weird move. Okay, what is Korea? I have not really given Korea much attention at all. Again, they look like they're one of the civs that have missed out on oil. Also, India is still alive up here. I don't know how they kept this city around, but they managed to not anger Genghis too much. He's obviously far too scared of Vietnam to do anything. I mean, I wonder how long Korea or Mongolia could probably hold them off for a while, because they've got plenty of units. Like Vietnam, it would take, if Vietnam declared the war now, it would probably take till the end of the game for them to get rid of Mongolia completely. Even, yeah, and they're not really ready for it either, so it's probably not going to happen. Korea, they could probably do a little bit quicker. But yeah, at this point, the wars have got to start coming about now. If we want to see, I mean, obviously not the small ones. I'm sure Shoshone aren't going to make it to the end at this point. But yeah, it gets kind of interesting. Because if not, it can be too little, too late, and then we miss out, and then people get mad at me for not showing all the cool stuff, which is why I wanted this kind of phase of no wars that actually mean anything to happen at the end. So, but obviously, I don't deserve that, apparently, according to the game. Let's see, this could be a big turn for Brazil. I could see them taking it this turn. Possibly. Slim chance, but let's not rule them out here. And we'll see, maybe Australia slide in here if Brazil bomb it again. But Brazil probably going to focus on Buenos Aires, which will be much bigger. I mean, it would probably be worth losing the southernmost city if they're to gain Buenos Aires. More resources, more population. Genuinely a better city, although they lose the strategic point of it, of having this. But yeah, it's not the end of the world. Make a proposal. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to unembargo the city-states again. Whoop, whoop. Okay, Argentina, how are you going to respond? You got this city up a little bit. It's a good move. Don't think you did too much damage to Brazil, though, which could be an issue. And let's see, this is it. This is a big turn in the future of Argentina. Brazil got closer. Very closer. Okay, yeah, they'll probably take that next turn. That changed the health didn't change on the city till a little bit later. Here we go. Let's watch Polynesia now, because they're probably going to take one or two cities here. Let's see if they take the Shoshone city. That rifleman just get in the way. Just get in the way just to block them. There is a road. They didn't take this. I don't know how. There is a road. And again, they didn't take San Antonio either. Texas are holding on to their strength, which is pretty impressive, because the Incans and Polynesia are no pushovers. I mean, obviously they have lost one city already, but they've taken a few from the Incans. They've had a pretty good game, Texas. Got to give it to them. Maybe not as good as others, though. But I'd still say they're probably sitting in third, fourth place right now. Oh my... Okay, no, never mind. That was Polynesia piecing out with the Sioux, which means they will be less distracted, which is good news. It means they might actually take a city. Get rid of the Shoshone. About time. Cardiff... Cardiff? Why did I say Cardiff? Where did oh, Cardiff's there. I was going to say, what? The Celts... Still just chugging along, a bit like Korea. They're just sort of waiting for the end now. They're a bit bored of this AI-only battle. They just want it to end. They haven't done anything for probably about 200 turns at this point. They had a war with Belgium, and I'm pretty sure that is all they've done all game. And they didn't succeed in that war with Belgium. They held the city of Potsdam here for a little while. They held Cardiff for a little while, but it just wasn't to be. Didn't they hold? No, I think. Yeah, I don't think so. So did they take Minsk and then lose it again? But probably not. Probably not. Yeah, Ethiopia aren't going for this Belgian city. They're just happy to keep bombing it, as you do. Nice job. The Moors are having a quiet time right now. Not really doing anything. Obviously, they control sort of half of France, all of Iberia, Ireland, a bit of the Caribbean, big chunk of northern Italy, and the rest, a bit of Germany, just a bit of everything, really. For the Moors, they have obviously, I don't know what this land, we will describe it as, Russia, west of Moscow, Russia, Belarus, a bit of northern Ukraine maybe, you know, just because they wanted it, and, you know, fair play to them. Austria, probably the biggest overall in Europe. I don't know, they look the biggest, they're probably not. Imagine Belgium is actually, I don't know, the Moors are pretty big to be fair, I don't know. We'll have a look at the landmass thing obviously at the end, and it will tell us who is the biggest of the three, land-wise. Rest in peace. Every time, for some reason the Vandals' turn takes ages. I mean, they're not even alive. Which I imagine means they're stuck in some sort of difficult situation. Just checking. I don't think there's actually a way for Samoa to get over here now. And I think they're the only ones I'm at war with. So I think my submarine is safe. And I don't think the borders are going to grow that far out. Anyway, should be safe. Just have to keep checking because I nearly forgot. Even then, I think it would take a nuclear sub to even get to it. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be safe. I feel like Vietnam will be the only ones to even build one. Samoa just don't have time. Imagine their production is probably far too low to build one of those. Go on, Ethiopia. Well, as Ethiopia take ages and probably don't do anything interesting, that is going to be it for this episode. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.